today, and we've got a show coming on.
Welcome to AH Hotel and Conference, located in East Legon, Accra. We have delicious buffets every day, from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our weekly specials include Thursday seafood, Friday barbecue night, and Afrocentric Sunday brunch. We offer you the wonderful opportunity you need to chill with friends, families, loved ones, and groups of all kinds. You get the chance to dance to awesome tunes from top live band groups in Ghana. Every moment spent at our Afrocentric restaurant will leave you craving for more. Are you planning a meeting, training, or event? Our ultra-modern conference halls, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, guarantee stress-free and seamless experiences. At AH Hotel and Conference, we always prioritize your comfort. Retreat to our newly furnished, spacious rooms with luxurious beds, perfect for relaxation and a refreshing night's rest. Book your stay with us today.
You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show, and we are super excited. Personally, when you have to look at how some women, amazing women have come this far, I just get too excited because this is what we love to see,
It's always a beautiful story, knowing how women have traveled far in life. You see, every time we're like, this is a male-dominated space, but then there's always that one woman. There's always that one
when I
woman.
see this woman, I always say that if what a man can do, a woman can do, and even better was a human being. This is her.
We need to add more. Can do best.
She's got a triple dose of a tigress, and we just love her for all that. When it comes to slaying,
she's got the swag.
She is there. When it comes to brains, head,
got it.
she is there. When it comes to let's take off the heels, let's take off the red lipsticks and get the job done, she's there. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome our very own one woman we love so much. She is Dr. Hanna Louisa Bisiw-Kotei. Look at you.
Welcome. Please.
Honorable. You look so beautiful, girl.
I'm feeling your steps.
No. See you. You're welcome. No, I love your shades of brown.
I know, right?
That's a selection of my husband.
Oh wow, and it's beautiful. We love it.
Hey, Mr. Kotei. Well, how are you doing?
God has shown me great mercies.
No, you know something? I think that should show us small catchy. Just say hello. You are welcome to the Upside Down Show in Spanish.
Hola, bienvenidos a todos al programa de Upside Down.
Hey, did you hear that?
Did you know that she could speak Spanish? You didn't know. I told you the Upside Down Show is what we're about. We'll go behind the veil and then we'll bring you the personality, the human being behind the name or the face, and of course the actions that you would typically ordinarily see on the personality front. Doc, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
But I want to find out, is there a secret? How do you do it? How do you keep looking younger even though you're growing?
My number one secret is Jesus.
Yes, but of course.
When you trust God, that is it. Nothing troubles you. I really don't. I don't mind. I don't care. I was telling somebody that I'm like the stone in the river.
Okay.
And when I was younger, I used to go crabbing. If there's anything like that, you go and you be hunting for crabs. I remember Akumada. Hello, Akumada. My mother was a midwife then. They used to go anti-clinic. And I'll go into the river, and I knew exactly under which stone I always get a crab. Yes.
Did you place that stone there?
No, but when you start and you go discovering, first one, second time, then they knock it. The crabs, they love this place somehow.
Right.
And anytime, there's a storm and the river runs over its banks and it subsides, you go and meet the stone right where it was.
Okay.
You understand? So it means that when you have that, anytime you put your entire dependence and trust and God. Me, I have absolute peace of mind, and God has also blessed me now with a man who gives me absolute peace of mind.
So really,
so I give glory to God.
Absolutely. Now I see what is on the band, and girl, no, you need to give me a high five because I'm an Algerian baby. But let me ask you this: how does it feel like being Hanna Bisiw? Hanna Bisiw now is like an institution. Hanna Bisiw is a brand. You understand? So sometimes you meet somebody, you see the way you meet somebody, say, oh, look at this Margaret Thatcher, look at this, because you become a certain brand.
Indeed.
Now that is the brand Hanna Bisiw. How does it feel like knowing that this is you, being Hanna Bisiw?
And that you have built it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think I built it. I once again, I give glory to God.
Sure.
And thankfully, anytime people see me and they say, oh, man of things, those who say, oh, I love you, I admire you, I feel humbled in the first place. And most of the time, when I get inside my closet, I go straight on my knees to thank God, because I'm just me. I tell people that if this is politics, then God created me a politician. You can actually go back to my school days. You can go back to my colleagues, those who were in Cuba with me.
We're actually going to go there.
Yes. So what I'm saying, I know that under President Kufuor, my 18-years-old boyfriend. They went to Cuba. They actually went to my school because I think they were trying to dig to see if they could find something about me. And they only realized I had 4.16 GPA.
Wow.
And you couldn't actually get anything. And they came and wrote a very horrible story, which anything they said, I said is true. They said my teeth is yellow. I said, thank you. Thank you. I'll brush it next time you see me to be white. And so that is me. I know I was an excellent athlete. That is me. So I'm being me. That is Hannah. I don't want to pretend. I hate when people oppress others, and I don't want to be cheated. I don't want to cheat people, and I don't want to lie to please you.
Okay.
Because then I'll not be pleasing myself. Those days I didn't know God, but now when I got to know Christ, I said, well, okay, it doesn't matter, because if I laugh with you and I'm pretending, God knows my heart.
True.
If that is the case, then if I don't want to laugh with you, I'll not laugh with you.
Yeah.
Back in school, I come and tell you, Sabiago, cuando me ve no me salude.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
No me calles bien. If I didn't like you and you met me those days in public, you greeted, then I would have responded then. After that, I'll just look for you. When I just meet you alone, I'll tell you, do you know something? Anytime you see me, don't greet me. Because I don't really like you.
No.
Oh, wow. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Then we are done.
No mincing words.
So you know what you're dealing with.
Exactly. And so I've always been me, and I love to serve. At least that is what, by the grace of God, we taught in Cuba to serve. Just serve. I mean, do it and do it the best of your ability, and do it wholeheartedly. And Cuba, you will do so much, and they'll give you a certificate. And we were very excited with the certificates. And so I don't. This is me. So I don't think I'm better than people. I think that what God has placed in you, you deliver, and you are doing. The cleaner is doing his or her best. Okay, the farmer is doing his or her best. The one who picks our trash every morning or every other day, he is doing his best. And so, what makes you more important, or what makes you think that you are better than the one who cleans? You are better than the one who picks the trash. They are doing their best. And so for me, when it's said, I'm only challenged to do more, and sometimes I go to God and I say, God, if you created me, you know me, sometimes I tell myself, God, let's negotiate here. This one. This is what I want to do, but I'll not do it because of you. So can we go halfway? I talk to him like my father.
Have a personal relationship.
Exactly. So I And I thank God. That has always been something from the time I was called into politics. I've always said, God, please, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. But don't let anything get up here.
Yeah.
Let's go back, you know, talking to God as your father. I'm sure that he's your father in heaven, but he gave you one on earth.
Yeah.
You know, so let's go all the way back to the making of Hanna Bisiw, the doctor we have today. But when you were a little girl, you know, how was home like growing up? Parents? Do you have siblings? Do you have brothers?
I
you know?
do.
Yeah, because you look like that girl who grew up with brothers, and you know, you still would stand up to them and all. So let's share.
Yeah.
I do have brothers. We are 6 siblings.
Wow.
Okay.
And I'm the first of the 6 siblings.
Wow.
Ooh, that is cute.
That's you.
This is me. You see the serious
So you've always been a serious girl. So look at
you know. And so I'm the first of 6 siblings, and we have 3 girls and 3 boys. By the grace of God, we are all alive, and we were born to Madame Rebecca Cynthia Damte Enobanso, political activist. You know, she's another story. I think they even did a documentary on her in the Ashanti region, you know, about people who stood up from the PNDC time till the NDC. She's 70. Mommy will be 76 this year.
Okay.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
Thank God.
My daddy, my boyfriend, he's deceased. He's gone to be with God. He was the State Fishing Corporation manager sometime.
Okay.
Exactly. And right now he's left with only one sibling, Dr. Prakasante. He'll be 90 years, 21st of this month.
Wow.
He's the one who walked me to the aisle and gave me to the man of my dream.
Beautiful.
And so my father was Samuel Robert Abner Bisiw. He's deceased now, but he was the country hene of Jomo. And so he was Nana Ofori-Aboa II.
Okay.
And these were the wonderful parents that God gave to me.
Wow.
And in my growing up, you know, those days that your auntie older than your mom or older than your dad could just come for you and say, I'm going to live with you. That is what happened to me. My mom, the one that my mom comes after, Aritiwa, she came for me from my mother and said she was going to train me. That is where everything started. All my ordeal started. I went through what any child that you call abuse today went through.
Why?
Exactly. I don't know why, but you know, I don't think I look back at that and I feel any negative thing. I think that you rather made me. For me, any bad experience, and I'll put bad quote in quote that I've been through in life, I see it as something that God allowed to happen because He wants my life to be a living example to other young women. You know, what didn't I go through? And even my adulthood, you know, I've been married before. So what didn't I go through in life? But do I look back and say, no. I'm the type that I can actually pack it, put behind me and I'm moving forward. I mean, I went through it. I'm a child who sold on the streets of Techimentia. I remember once time I had lice in my hair, and I have a lot of hair, you know. Recently, for a long time, I have not actually, you know, showcased my hair. I made the hair. I went to the salon, and when I came to the office, they thought I was wearing wig.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's long. Yes, it's long. It's thick. It's natural. No hair. You know, so I'm genuinely very happy.
I can tell from this picture.
No, so this picture, this one up to this side. That's my hair. No, right now my hair is here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And it's not permed?
It's not permed.
Wow.
It's not permed.
Whoa.
You know, but because of my job, I hardly keep my hair on. So I remember when I went to the office, I said, take pictures because from tomorrow you will see it. I think for so many years I have not done that, you know. But I had lice, so everything was taken off, and I had sores all over. And my auntie will not let me be with my cousins because of the sores. And we go to the farm, Bofuaka. It's now that I see how far Bofuaka was. And I'll be given this cassava. Come home, and this is what God did. The mountain top where I suffered so much, that's where he gave me a land to put my village house.
Can you imagine?
So anytime I go and I sit in front of my house, giving candies, yogurt, and other stuff, biscuits to kids, children who be passing, going with their parents, whoever they are to farm. People don't understand because I suffered on them. Then with sores on my legs. And I'm not ashamed of the scars because they remind me of where I'm coming from.
It tells a story.
It tells a story. And I remember once I had sauce in my mouth, and this woman said, "You can't even drink from the cup." Then sometimes I'll be beaten.
But what was your mom?
My mom was Sarakumadan. She was Sarakumadan. That's the elder sister. And you know the tradition. And so I was maltreated. I remember there was a time I was eating fufu. Because I had sauce in my mouth, I wouldn't be allowed to eat with my cousins. And she's alive. And I'm saying this because once, when I became a minister, there was a big family meeting, and I asked them to ask her. She was sitting down. I said, "Tell me, what did I do wrong to you?" Because even after I became a minister, you are the one who went to the MPPs when I was campaigning to tell them why I was not wearing panties when I was a child. I was living with you. Yeah, it was a campaign message.
Did she give you panties?
No, she didn't, but I told her.
She did not give her why she was.
She did not, but I told her in front of the whole family the reason why I was living with her and I was wearing no panties. She bowed her head.
Of course.
And said she's done nothing. I said, "Then please, can you leave me alone now?"
Yeah, that's it.
You know, because I had saw. You see, this your ankle, the bone. You know, now that I became a doctor, I know that is because there's poor circulation. So then it was passy, and let your viewers forgive me. Because it's a bit, you know. The soup got finished. Then I said, "Ma, I'm quite nasa." She said, "Come." I go closer. They pour water on the fufu. Add salt. Sit. I'll take piece of fufu. You use it on the you use it on the salt. Put in there and swallow.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, she will eat it.
But what if you had died via an infection?
I did.
No, but what was the problem? Why?
No, I don't know. I think that right now should be between her and God. I hold nothing against Martha because she is the elder of my mother. My mother comes after her. They are siblings. One mother, one father. I got on top of this mountain where God has placed my house now. Today. And that land, my uncle fought for me to even accept it. I didn't even think of it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my uncle, so rest in peace. I was carrying this and I was just going back. I was hot and it was on the sun. This woman, I don't remember her, but I remember the house she showed me at Zongo. She just pushed the luggage and said, "Where is your the log, the firewood thing?" I said, "Where is your mother? Who do you live with?" Then I said, "We live at Kubeko." I live with this woman. Then she said, she showed me her son. I said, "When she comes, tell her that I pushed away
the
firewood. So she should come and see me if she doesn't agree." I couldn't get home. I slummed. One building there, I slummed. I couldn't get home. You know what woke me up? The pain from Cain.
She came to flog you.
She came to flog me. They were coming around, I think 6:30 or whatever. I can't. And I just, she flogged me. I started running. Because I couldn't go to the washing. So that night, they don't give me food. Then the next morning, and you see that thing, you'll be shaking.
So at what point did the breakthrough come for you? So what happened? You found yourself in Cuba. Now things have changed.
So what I was going through couldn't be said to anybody. But my mother's, their last but one, and may her soul so rest in peace, Marjorie. She knew what was going on. I think there was a time that my auntie's own daughter, the first child, she planned that she was taking me back to my mother because of what was happening, but we didn't have money. So we we roasted crickets, and there were some funny insects. God protects children, because these were not edible insects, but somehow I imagined that we could eat them. So we just roasted them, some pepper, and then prepared that, okay, we will run. Yeah, we will run. And my cousin took a blade and said, on the road, we're going to cut ourselves. So because we're afraid, so that when anybody saw us, then they would say, we tell them that she cut us, so we are going to my mother at our commander. So we're going to walk from Techimentia to Subriso. And then we beg somebody to take us to our commander, so that my mom will pay the fee. When we went out, immediately we stepped out in the middle of the night, and the dog barked. Those days they tell you that when dogs see witches, they start barking. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a witch. So I ran back, but she continued, Wow. Yeah, she did. And somehow I had to confess. And they praised her, and got her back. So my auntie, it was one Sunday that I knew that there was a long list of to-dos after church. And my grandfather, may his precious soul rest in paradise, Elder Joseph Akomdante, is the one who brought Pentecost to the Tano Enclave. So we're going to Pentecost, the Central Church. And after church, this my auntie now said, Amma, I said, Ma, he said, your mother is visiting your father at Juma. And Juma is just 2 miles away from Techimentia. So after church, let's go. I said, thank you. So she took me. After church, we actually ran, but we walked and went to Juma. That was my mom. And her sister now told her everything, and told her that if you don't take away your child, she'll die. So my mother decided, no, I was not going to go back. And my father said, okay, if that's the case, then he was then the State Fishing Corporation manager here, Kanishi. Those days, the farm milk and the farm yogurt, the formulas, or my father knew something about that. And so they decided to bring me, my younger sister, to Harrow International School at Abeka.
Okay.
And I stayed in Jomo. The next day when I went, she was very angry. In fact, I didn't get to the house. I met her daughter with my bag. And I took the bag, went back with my mom. That's how come I went to Harrow. At that time, I couldn't speak one English.
How old were you?
What I can't say is this. I was under 10. You know why?
Wow.
Because I left for Cuba at age 14. 1986.
14.
Yes. And this was primary school. So it was P1, P2, P3. So I can't correlate the age properly. But I know that I was under 10.
But how did you find yourself in Cuba? What happened?
Scholarship.
So how long were you in Cuba for?
How long? 86 to 1999.
Oh wow, that was a long time.
That's about 13 years.
So when you got to Cuba, I'm sure you remembered where you have come from. The day you were coming back home, how was that feeling?
The Cuban program detached us from home, because you had to be strong for you. You find yourself all of a sudden in this strange country, strange food, strange language. There was nobody to speak English with you. You had to hustle it out. And today, Honorable Kwame Pipra, anytime he sees me, he say, and I'll be begging him. Because when I went out, they came and I held on, and to Ambassador Amogo Fred, Daddy, I love you, I'm so grateful to you. And to all those who were part of our formation in Cuba. We are very grateful. I held on to his suit. I said, Kofi, I'll be crying. Mosquitoes, you can't eat the food. I was crying. But it got to a point those days that there were no emails, there were no telephones, nothing. So you could go a whole year, maybe receive one letter from home. So we had to be strong. And we came together. In Spanish, there's something they say, uno para todo, todo para uno. Once I spoke Spanish, then the lesson was going to come in Spanish. I actually think in Spanish, you know.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think better, then I'll bring it down to whichever language I want to.
Okay.
So it means that if I have this bottle of water, the three of us, we share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if we have three, we share. So it's like uno para todos, todos para uno. So one is for all of us, and we are all for one. So we helped each other. We became a family. And to be very sincere with you today, we bond. It doesn't matter what Cuban train. Anytime you meet us, quickly the language will turn. So that is how the whole journey of this woman started. I was a president of vice president of SRC, vice president of DYLG. I mean Democratic Youth League of Democratic Youth League of Ghana. That is where arise Ghana youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. So that and I was also the girls prefect for a very long time.
Right. Wow.
I think I was, until one day I wanted to beat somebody.
Why am I not surprised?
No, because she was always poking her. She had long fingers. She would come and poke the long fingers in my nose. And I was in
Looking for what?
Oh, she could just provoke me. And I remember Ivy Adu, my colleague Ivy Adu always had this song. She would stand by Fatty's and say, "Stop the fight, Fatty. You may lose your life." Because Ivy was, left hand. I said, "This girl, why are you troubling me like this?" Fatty would just be on my face. And one day, I decided that this is it. Because I'm the girls prefect, don't worry. I went and I wrote resignation letter.
So you could go and beat her.
And then I resigned. When I resigned, I went and beat her. And the next day, they punished the two of us. We cleaned the toilet for 2 weeks, but at least I was okay.
Yeah.
And we used to work and study in Cuba. We used to go to the farm. It's not like, yes, we used to go to the farm. So it's Esbeck, Escuela Secundaria Básica and a Campo, basic secondary school based on the farm. So we had farms, exactly, that you eat. I mean, go in the morning, you go to farm in the afternoon. If you have afternoon section, you farm in the morning. So that's what we did. So I was also in the cadet corps. In Cuba, cadet is proper cadet. We were trained. We had also the initial military preparation, preparation militar initial. It was for us to learn how to defend ourselves. Those days there was so much tension, and so the first point of defense is you yourself. If there's any danger, you should be able to defend yourselves. And so Cuba came. We formed families in Cuba. Cubans adopted us into their homes, shared the very little they had with us, and so coming back home to us was strange. And coming home, you had to now struggle and now bond, adapt to your biological family. You feel so strange. So a lot of my colleagues who had families in Accra actually brought some of my colleagues who didn't have families in Accra to live with them, because we couldn't. We understand each other.
We've been gone for too long.
We've been gone and we've lived together. We've helped each other. So coming home, some of my colleagues didn't come home.
Oh, really?
They didn't.
Stage.
Yeah, they did, and they went to other places because they had their Cuban families. And aside that, some of them actually lost complete touch with their loved ones back home.
Right.
And so coming home, in fact, I came home in 2001. I graduated in 1999.
Okay.
I came in 2001. I think I didn't want to come home, but I came home, and I want to say this here to Mommy, Mrs. Kunedu Ajima Rollins. I'm grateful. Remember when I came home, I really wanted to go back. So my mom and I, we visited, and she prepared fufu.
Okay.
The one. So after I finished eating, she gave me a very beautiful piece of cloth.
We'll take a short break.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we'll look at Hanna Bisiw, now the leader, because I'm at this point convinced that you were born a leader.
True.
With everything that you have gone
I
through,
agree.
you were born a leader.
I agree.
So now we'll go to Hanna Bisiw, the politician. Hanna Bisiw, you know, the making of Mrs. Kotei.
Yeah.
You know. And for all those of you who are waiting to take notes, now grab your pens and paper.
That's where the juice is.
Thank you very much. We're sharing the link. This is the Upside Down Show. We'll be right back.
You've seen nothing yet. This Big Brother Naija Season 10. It's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, and 10 times the game. This is certified. No zero, no minus. Big Brother Naija Season 10. Showing 24/7 on DSTV and on GoTV. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
Tifiana metimecho chinampe. Na ko complain there in the sense no why you are share one rooms na dey it doesn't smell pleasant. Or hunting no complaints na be bring to the fair no tum.
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel 1 TV this and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I catch you.
Beyond Borders is sponsored by Copen Hospitality.
You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show right here on Channel 1 TV. Now, before we went on the break, let me also let you know that our guest in the studio is Dr. Hanna Louisa Bisiw-Kotei, Mrs. Kotei.
Yeah.
She is the administrator of the Minerals Development Fund and also the National Women's Organizer of the ruling NDC. Now, before we went on the break, she was telling us who she really is, her journey so far, all the difficulties she's been through. At the age of 14, she embarked on a journey. I don't even think that at my age, I have that power and that vim to be embarking on certain journeys. But at 14, she set out to know life. And she didn't fail at it. This is the woman we are talking to today. Doctor, so before we went, you had mentioned that you went with your mom to visit Nana Konedu, and she gave you fufu. You ate the fufu and the soup, no? That is where we were, You went to Cuba under NDC, and the PNDC. You came back, it was NPP. That was a long
means you
time
didn't
ago.
get to experience NDC.
No.
Empower them.
Wow.
I didn't.
And what would this visit mean to you in terms of your political journey and all?
No, we visited as family, because we come long, from very far. And of course I had arrived, but 1998, Daddy and Mommy, that's President Rollins and Mrs. Rollins, because call them Daddy and Mommy is difficult sometimes.
Exactly,
They visited, and I was the only one in Cuba among the students who had NDC muffler.
Oh wow.
My mother sent it to me, and by then the ambassador was Professor Dan Soboaf. Prof, I love you. I troubled that man so much, you know. And so when I came home, but when they came and my mom visited, my mom said, she told him, and I gave the vote of thanks. So my mom said, she told her that this is your daughter. She was holding NDC muffler. But you know, I didn't see anything. I don't think they saw something wrong with it, but that time I felt that Papa use it. So I had arrived and we had to go and say hello for her to know I was back. So for me, at that time I was considering leaving the country because I loved President Rawlings so much. And I knew, as I know now also, if not the full extent to where we were as a country before he came in, I experienced it, I felt it, I saw the for hunger, drought. I saw how soldiers will come to an end and my mom would get food and stuff for them to take to the castle. I was a little child when I was slapped, you know. Yeah, many teachers, I didn't even feel that. That's when the transition, when he made the late President Liman, you know, when he came back, so President Liman came to Akumadai. Oh, yeah, Bomasuma Menisu teacher. Wow. So, for me, coming back home and our family house is Kumasi Tanos. And those days, you take Trotro. I think I'll change about 3 times before I get to Adu. Because I'll fight in the car. They'll be insulting President Rawlings. They'll be insulting the NDC. And I'll be fighting back because I didn't understand why such a great man would be castigated by the very people that he came and he carried cocoa, he did this, he cleaned the gutters, he helped us. I didn't understand. And sometimes I'll see people selling flags. MPP flags, Ghana flag, no NDC. And I could actually approach them, you know.
Where's the NDC flag?
Yes, the NDC flag, now NDC, the I had arrived, not me here. JJC, Johnny just come. I didn't understand it. My own was that I was in Kumasi, so you can see how it was. And you could hear them. And I used to go out with my NDC muffler. People be calling me thief. People be insulted. It was a bit off. So I said, if this is the country, I don't want to be here. I want to go back. You know, because I thought we're coming to enjoy something different. I didn't know the hostility. But as mommy said that, it actually went strong on me because, you see, they had come out of office and they were being castigated. But this is the same woman who is telling me that if I left the country, I was going to pay for the food. Wow. And when we left, my mother would not let me be. Remember what she told you. So that kept me, of course. And I did my service and registered with the veterinary council, and I started off at Kumasi Amekom Animal Hospital, veterinary hospital, and I was transferred to Tema Animal Hospital, Dr. Andy Kwekupon, and from there I started working. But I remember I wanted to now find out where NDC office was in Tema West. But you see, I wasn't going there because I thought I was going to get into politics. To be very sincere with you, it was the last thing I thought of.
So what were you going to do?
No, because that's NDC.
You love the party so much?
Yes, I love the party. When we were in Cuba, I was part of the young women who were part of the 31st December Women's Movement. And we used to pay our small dues. And then we used to buy exercise books and pencils and stuff for the KGs of the 31st Women Movement. So for me, we were the Rawlings. I mean, with their family. How on earth will I go against what? And I believe in him so much. The things they did, they're okay, they were good. So I came and I saw that he was being castigated, his wife, NDC. And I felt, okay, if you are living with your mother and she feeds you every day, clothes you, does everything, the day she falls ill or she falls sick and you are an elderly person, you are grown mature person, you have to now feed her, you have to take care of her.
Exactly.
Now she needs you more than anything. So I saw our political party at that stage that, well, I didn't leave the NDC era, but I lived the PNDC. And PNDC sent me to Cuba. And PNDC and President Rawlings, who has now led this country and done so well for us. Now the party is struggling. People are mocking us. People, whatever it was. So now I need to now offer what I have. Now I'll start from the market.
Okay.
Committee 1 market. I had a megaphone. Anytime I had to go, you know, I had an off day. So my off day, I'll go to the market. So I sectioned the market into 4. And you see how people preach in the market? I had my bag. And I'll take my bag out. And I'll be talking. Some will insult you. Some will throw tomato. Some will do this. I enter shops, the car park, the station. Oh, I went.
And you did this, your own strategy, nobody, no party.
Yeah, no party, but because I realized President Kufuor was failing Ghana. And people were now also insulting President Rawlings. But this man has done so much. How much did you forget all this? I packed my car and take the Kufuor bus.
Okay.
Metro Mass.
From Committee 1 to Accra. I was sitting, you see the medicine man will come and sell his medicine. But they had written no preaching, no selling. After he finishes, the preachers stop coming. They always give money to the conductors. When they finish, then they will start selling their medicine. I will not talk. When they finish and they are taking their money,
then it's your turn.
Then it's my turn to also sell NDC.
Thank you.
Then I'll get mention my name and the doctor, so that you know I'm not here to beg. Once there was a woman in my church, I said she knows me. So that I don't think that. I said, me NDC ni. Timisume Babe to NDC. Then radio, once I heard an MPP, I don't want to mention his name here. He was insulting President Rawlings. I was upset. Then I got his number from the producer. And I shared it for 40 women. Then I said, tonight, we and you, we call him pleasantries, then we blast him. It got to a point that you call him, before you say hello, you start insulting. I say, okay, because you insult some big person.
Exactly.
But I think I stormed a radio station once and said, this is not fair. And that is how it all started, me going to radio. I wasn't doing it because I felt that there was something I needed to defend. And so eventually, the party added me to the communication. But then my own cousin, and if there's another surprise, Honorable Hanna Louisa is my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yes. They migrated from Jomo. That's my father's side to the family line.
Interesting.
She's my cousin. In fact, we did homecoming for her.
Okay.
My family did for her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's my cousin.
Well, you heard it here.
Yeah. But then she was the director of communication, and it all started. We went round, we did the campaign. Look, for me, I was just working. I didn't even think we were going to win. But I felt that this is my party. It doesn't matter the state in which it is. I have to defend it, everything I have. I became a polling agent in Tama, Star School, MPP Stronghold. Yes, Committee 5. I lived there. And we were bundled to a school with the mattresses on the school park. I had my little boy, so I couldn't leave him alone in the house. I drove there, did what we had to do, went back home. By 4:30, I was at the school. Packed people, these polling agents in my car. It was Ford Explorer, the big one. So, it has a big boot. So I packed them in the boot, and some then I'll go and drop them at their station.
Which election was this?
This was
2004.
2008. 2004. Why I decided to be a polling agent in 2008 was that 2004, I realized that my polling center, there were no agents at a certain point. I also had made it a point that I have to get to the polling center before the ECs.
Okay.
So I was able to drop a lot of my colleagues Then I got to my polling center, I looked for the NDC agent. I said, come. So you see here, you can be bribed and I can be bribed. So I don't trust you. Don't go and wee. This is the same way I told him, and I'm quoting. And ask me to check your bag.
No.
I said, look at me. I will not go and wee and ask you to check my bag for me. It's not going to happen. I took a cup of coffee in the morning, wore my sneakers, put on some top because I understood that, you know, they could attack you. So I made sure that I went prepared with a little bag and a little bottle of water like this in the bag. I stood on my feet from that morning. I did not sit down. If you ask me what food NDC brought, Lala, I don't know. When they brought it, I don't know. What I know is that every time voter, I went and wrote the ballot number.
Okay.
Then this mirage happened. 98 people voted. 100 leaflet finished. Then they called for the second booklet. I said,
Like.
and Auntie Maggie, God bless you. I call her my teacher. So when I was contesting with her, my first women's swing, I didn't even know she was there. I didn't know her name. I kept calling her teacher. She trained me as a polling agent. So I said, my teacher, when she taught us, said, if we can't account for one, we should look for it before going to the second one. They started, Then this macho guys go by trouble too or something. Then I said, hey, you think because you are bigger, you have seen your age. I'm older than you. If you like, try me. What I'll do to you. You never touch a woman. But I'm sure that guy had slapped me with that. But now still we have been in intensive care. You know. But they brought this police. Then I said, whether you come with the essential, whatever the law is the law.
We will find the missing one.
Two. Then I said, between this voter and that voter, they gave more than one. So bring the two. And I also call our task force. So they came and explained. They had to take the presiding officer to the police station. They brought a new one. Then we continued. But you know, when we finished, registered voters 850. The ballot box, we counted 1,220 something votes. Meanwhile, it's not everybody who voted.
Exactly.
And I remember when they were doing the sorting, one of our guys came and held me. Catch and say, we are make cow. I'll bite you.
And
that's the time we are sorting. So I was just there like that. I didn't drink water. I didn't sit down. I didn't go to pee. I never used my phone unless I needed the phone. Me? No. From this table to that table. From here to here. So I said, how can this happen? So people were putting the thing in their sleeves. Then they had already written our names. Then I said, okay, give it to me. Where I was supposed to sign, I wrote, I will not sign because the numbers do not tally. Then I called my colleague. I said, you see what I've written? I said, you should write the same thing. Then he wrote. There I had my son. He was 7. I just gave him to somebody, gave my key to the person because I saw they had put some of the ballot boxes in a caravan. Then I entered the booth. Then the guy said, I said, you can also enter the booth. Me, I'm policing my own. How you police your own is your own.
I have my own strategy.
So we went to the center and they said, hey, lady. That's how they said, lady. They said, you have a problem. What's your problem? That was the collation center. And that time, that was the first time I saw media. A parliamentary candidate. And that's what I've been telling the youth of today. You don't have to know the candidate to work for the candidate. And Alaji Sakura, they are all there to testify. I had this matches box, 8 p.m. Those big communities where Sikafo, I just go and find one corner with some 5 guys around me. I'll be preaching NDC. What that? It's a big rally because my voice will go far. You hear me. I will apologize for disturbing you, but you hear
the word.
Okay, I did that, and I was going to market doing this. I was doing that, and I knew YDS. I had his poster, and I had his leaflet of message, and I went to. So that was the first time I met a candidate. Then
this was Tema West.
Honorable Media. Then Meanwhile, he lived close to me. I found later. But then I said, no, I don't have a problem. Your machine is what has a problem. Your people, they have a problem. Their calculator has a problem. He said, well, I said, in the first place, why are you doing magic of multiplication? How can you put 750 ballots in the box and it will balloon to over 1,000 something? So I don't have a problem. You do. So we want a recount. They said, okay, so Tema West had that problem. And media came and asked what was the problem. Then I asked him, who are you? Then he said he's the NDC candidate. The only thing I told him, I said, if you don't know and you accept this result, you see the youth that are, and I actually gathered the youth there. I said, we'll beat you up. Then I went for the party chairman. I said, chairman, if you people accept this result, we'll beat you up. Then I called Ray, the producer of Radio Good, Roland. I said, Roland, Tema West has rejected the Tema West result. Meanwhile,
you have rejected it.
At that point, you are a party agent. You are
everything, because I was afraid that we were going to accept the thing. I'm gone home. You know, you had your brush, you brush your teeth, you go and do this. Early morning, I came. All our boxes, our seals were not there. Wanted to go and put the seals. This man said, Lalai, you can't go there. Then the policeman took his gun and he cocked. We were 3. So I took the guys down. I took this one. And you know, collation center, there were a lot of people. So I just raised my hands and I started screaming. I said, I'm a woman. I only have seals in my hands. Then I started turning around. I don't have gun. So you see those boxes? If it's even the last thing I would do for my party, I would do, because I'm going to put the seals there. So if you like, shoot. Then I was going to, he said, hey, ladies, stop. Then I turned and I looked at him and I repeated the same thing. Then the third one, I just moved. The man was talking, I didn't look back. I just went and then started fixing. When I finished, I did it. Then this MPP guy, he just pushed me. It was something like some sort of veranda. So I staggered, I didn't fall. I went back up and I used the side of my hand and I gave it to him.
Wow.
Then he went into his bag for pepper spray.
But pepper spray is very popular in Ghana.
he wasn't lucky, because you see, when he went into his bag, I think the police thought he was bringing out a knife. I immediately I did that. I stepped back because I was ready to fight. Because you see, I came to do my thing, and you pushed me. I mean, you could have injured me. I did you nothing wrong.
What if you had fallen off?
Yeah. So I also gave you back the way I understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So I stepped back because I knew he was going to throw another blow. And party no no, he was going for pepper spray to spray. So when he turned, he thought it was me.
Yeah.
Then he sprayed the police. Then they when they were taking him, he was saying, "Sir, I beg." I said, "Next time."
There's so much information. I mean, there's information overflow, and it gets difficult when you have to end it at a point. So we're going to make a plea today, all right? Because we're learning so much. We're seeing the behind the scenes and on the scenes in the life of Dr. Louisa Hanna Bisiw-Kotei. So, Frema, I'm going to appeal to you that we do this in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So we're going to end the conversation somewhere today, and then we'll continue next week.
Say no more. This I'm with you, because I mean the whole Techimantia journey in Poland is quite a story. So don't worry, we will ensure that we will bring you the entire story of Dr. Louisa Hanna Bisiw-Kotei. So don't worry at all. This is the Upside Down Show. We'll continue the conversation with Dr. Bisiw next week. I'm Frema Edunyame.
And I am Nanatufo. As always, be kind to your mind. We'll catch you same time next week.